Kale read the sentence again. When you turn 21, your bond will be formally announced. His fingers tightened around the old letter. There was no name, no explanation, only the seal of his family at the bottom. But Kale knew what it meant. His family had already chosen someone for him. And if his father had his way, Kale's future would be decided before Kale could choose it himself. Kale folded the letter and returned it to the drawer. He couldn't tell Ren. Not yet. Because the moment Ren learned about the arranged bond, everything would change. And Kale wasn't ready to lose the one person who had made Silver Crescent feel like home. The morning after, Ren noticed immediately that something was wrong. Kale was sitting beside him in class, but he barely spoke. Usually Kale would quietly slide Ren's notes toward him when he missed something. Today, he didn't. Ren glanced sideways. "Are you okay?" "I'm fine." Ren almost laughed. "That's my line." Kale looked at him. For a moment, they both smiled. Then Kale's expression disappeared. Ren noticed. "You really aren't okay." Kale closed his book. "Just family problems." Ren waited. "Do you want to talk about them?" Kale hesitated. "No." The answer was gentle, but it still hurt. Ren looked down. "Okay." Kale immediately regretted it. "Ren, it's fine." But it wasn't. Not anymore. The invitation. That afternoon, an envelope arrived for Kale. It carried the same family seal as the letter. Kale opened it privately. His expression became colder with every line. A formal gathering. Representatives from several alpha families. A discussion concerning his future bond. And beneath it was a date. 3 days away. Kale folded the invitation. He didn't notice Ren standing at the end of the corridor. Ren saw the family seal. He saw Kale's expression. And then he saw Lucian approaching. "Another letter from home?" Kale nodded. Lucian's face became serious. "Does your father know about Ren?" Kale immediately looked around. "Keep your voice down." Ren's heart sank. He stepped backward before either of them noticed him. The wrong conclusion. Ren spent the rest of the day avoiding Kale. Again. But this time it wasn't jealousy. Later that night, Ren finally went to the rooftop. Kale was already there. He turned when Ren arrived. "You're here." Ren nodded. Kale's eyes softened. "I was waiting." Ren stopped a few steps away. "Kale." Is there someone else?" Kale froze. "What?" "Someone your family chose." Silence. Ren knew immediately. The silence was enough. His chest tightened. "Who?" "Ren, it's complicated." "That's not an answer." Kale looked away. Ren's voice trembled. "Do you have a future bond already?" Kale closed his eyes. "Yes." The world seemed to go quiet. Ren stared at him. "Since when?" "Since I was young." "Do you know who it is?" Kale didn't answer. Ren's expression fell. "You don't even know. I've never met them." Ren laughed softly, but there was no happiness in it. "Then why didn't you tell me?" "Because I don't want it." "But your family does." "Yes." Ren looked away. "And what do you want?" Kale stared at him. "You." Ren's breath caught. Kale stepped forward. "I want you." Ren's eyes filled with emotion. "Then why are you hiding me?" Kale stopped. "I am not hiding you. You won't tell your family." "I can't." "Why?" "Because you don't understand what they'll do." Ren's expression hardened. "Then let me decide whether I'm afraid." Kale shook his head. "No." Ren stared at him. "You're doing it again." "Doing what?" "Deciding everything for me." Kale's voice rose. "Because I know what my family is capable of." Ren flinched. The moment Kale saw it, his anger vanished. "Ren." Ren stepped backward. "You should have trusted me." "I do." "No." Ren's voice broke. "You trust yourself to protect me. That's different." Kale couldn't respond. Ren wiped his eyes quickly. "I thought we were finally being honest." "We are." "Then why does it feel like I'm the only one telling the truth?" Kale looked devastated. Ren turned away. "Good night." "Ren, wait." Ren stopped. Kale's voice was barely above a whisper. "I don't want anyone else." Ren closed his eyes. "Then prove it," and he left. The formal gathering. 3 days later, Kale returned home. The family estate was enormous. surrounded by dark stone walls and ancient trees. His father waited in the main hall. "You've changed." Kale said nothing. "You're thinking about refusing." "I'm not thinking about it." His father raised an eyebrow. "I'm doing it." The room became silent. Kale's father placed a document on the table. "You have responsibilities." "I know." "Your bond will strengthen our alliance." "I don't care." "You will." Kale's expression hardened. "No." His father looked at him. "He's not something I'm throwing my future away for." Kale stared directly at his father. "He's part of the future I want." His father laughed coldly. "You don't even know what you want." Kale turned toward the door. "I know exactly what I want." Meanwhile, at Silver Crescent, Ren had received no message from Kale. One day passed, then another. Ren told himself he didn't care. But every time his phone lit up, his heart jumped. On the third night, someone knocked on his door. Ren opened it. Lucian stood outside. Ren's expression immediately changed. "What do you want?" Lucian looked serious. "To tell you the truth." Ren crossed his arms. "About Kale?" "Yes." Ren stepped aside. Lucian entered. "Kale's family isn't simply planning a bond." Ren's heart sank. "What do you mean?" "They're planning to announce it publicly." Ren stared at him. "When?" "Very soon." Ren's fingers went cold. "Does Kale know?" "Yes. And he still hasn't told me." Lucian didn't answer. That hurt more than anything. Ren looked toward the window. "Maybe I was stupid." Lucian frowned. "Why?" "Because I thought he chose me." Lucian's expression softened. "Ren." "No." Ren shook his head. "If he really wanted me, he would have told me." Lucian didn't argue. And somehow that made it worse. The return. Kale returned to Silver Crescent the following evening. The first person he searched for was Ren. He found him in the courtyard. "Ren." Ren stopped. Their eyes met. Kale looked exhausted. Ren wanted to run toward him. Instead, he remained still. "Can we talk?" Kale stepped closer. "I went home because—" "I know." Kale froze. "Lucian told me." His face changed. "Lucian?" Ren nodded. "Your family is going to announce your future bond." Kale's expression hardened. "Ren, listen to me." "I've listened." "Then you know I don't want it." Ren stared at him. "Do you?" Kale looked shocked. "Yes." "Then why didn't you tell me?" "Because I was trying to find a way out." "Without telling me." "I didn't want you dragged into my family's problems." Ren's voice became quiet. "I wasn't asking you to protect me." Kale stepped forward. "What were you asking?" Ren finally looked into his eyes. "To choose me." Kale's heart broke. "I already have." "Then say it." Kale froze. Ren waited. "Say that you choose me." Kale opened his mouth, but before he could answer, a group of students walked into the courtyard. At the center was a messenger from Kale's family. "Kale." Everyone turned. The messenger bowed. "Your father has requested your presence tomorrow evening." Kale's expression darkened. "Why?" The messenger handed him a sealed announcement. Kale opened it. His eyes widened. Ren watched his face change. "What is it?" Kale didn't answer. Ren slowly reached for the paper. Kale stopped him. "Don't." Ren stared at his hand. Then at Kale. Ren stepped backward. "I can't keep doing this." Kale's eyes widened. "Doing what?" "Waiting for you to choose me while you keep choosing silence." "That's not fair." "Maybe it isn't." Ren's voice trembled. "But I'm tired." Kale reached for him. Ren stepped away. "Don't." Kale stopped. Ren looked at him one last time. "I love you, Kale." Kale's entire world seemed to stop. Ren continued before fear could silence him. "But I can't keep loving someone who won't let me stand beside him." Then Ren walked away. Kale remained frozen in the courtyard. The announcement in his hand suddenly felt heavier than stone. He looked down. And finally read the words he'd been trying to avoid. The formal bond announcement would take place in 7 days. Kale's blood ran cold. 7 days. He had 7 days to choose between his family's future and the boy he loved. But what Kale didn't know was that Ren had already made his own decision. By morning, Ren would leave Silver Crescent. And this time Kale might not be able to stop him.